welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to lovely Dallas, Texas, home of the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center, which is also home to the 2016 Boys Junior National Volleyball Championships. We are wrapping things up here, the final day, championship court. We've got OCVC 13s taking on 352 Elite 13 Boys Lime. Kyle Holmeyer, my partner in crime. I am David Shaw, the voice of reason. Kicking it old school here today. Kyle, why don't you walk us through what we're going to see here in the 13 matchup?
OCVC taking on 352 Elite. 352, if you remember, actually competed for the gold medal in the 12 club division last year in Columbus, Ohio, and they're going to try to repeat here in Dallas, Texas.
Yes, you are right. And let's go and meet the teams, as they say. And now, from Laguna Niguel, California, OCVC 13s. Number 11, Andrew Rowan. Number 2, Cole Resurrección. Number 28, Ryan Severy. Number 5, Tristan Tercios. Number 7, Nicholas Uribe. Number 13, Chevy, that's right, Andrew Shevland. Number 14, Adam Smith. Number 21, Jake Turgeson. Number 22, Tamim Jalala. Number 26, Ivan Mihailov. Number 32, Devin Belodi. Number 88, Benjamin Yanez. Number 99, Eric Cubia. And your head coach, Miguel Montarola. And now, all the way from Ocala, Florida, welcome 352 Elite 13 Boys Lime. Number 1, Grant Strong. Number 9, Yadiel Diaz. Number 2, Nathan Wolf. Number 5, Ryan Peluso. Number 7, Julio Vasquez Santiago. Number 8, Alex Castro. Number 10, Marcos Lopez Mendez. Number 11, Jay Cravens. Number 12, Caden Marin. Number 13, Javier Crespo. Number 15, Zahim McCullough. Number 25, Yan Diaz. Number 33, Jackson Chadwell. Your head coach, Jesus Montalvo. Number 6, Nico Paola.
Your linespersons for today, Christopher Hermosillo from the Rocky Mountain region, Ray Mink from the Southern California region. Assistant scorer from the Puget Sound region is Stephanie Hinkle. Your scorer, Maureen Barbosa from the Southern California region. Second referee, Charles Bennett from the Lone Star region. And your first referee is Mary Flink from the Lone Star region.
Two teams shaking hands. OCVC on the left in the black, 352 Elite Lime in the blue jerseys on the right. Sportsmanship a premium here, starting at a young age. Play the game, play it right, and have fun doing so, and you're going to make a lot of friends throughout your career.
Yeah, a little bit of a... And here we go, action 3-5-2, getting set underway. We've got blue jerseys for the 3-5-2, and we've got OCVC in the black. This is the 13-club gold medal match. Both teams here have medaled already, so it's just a matter of who's fighting out for gold versus silver.
Remember, Dave, this is the final day of competition. We've had a lot of good volleyball up until this point. 5 days of competition. There's your first referee, Mary Flink. Her job is to make sure the match is conducted fairly, efficiently, and most importantly, the kids and spectators are able to have fun and an enjoyable experience.
And here we go, right action underway. Checking in is number 12 for 3-5-2. That's Caden Marin. Marin gonna come in right out the gate, front row.
No, it's not a substitution, Dave. Looks like coach for 3-5-2 there, Jesus Montalvo, wrote down number 12 as opposed to number 11. Since the down official was able to catch that, they're able to replace it. No loss of points had that illegal player set on the court.
Appreciate the clarification. Good read, Kyle. And it looks like OCVC is going to start out with serve. Number 11 back there, Andrew Rowan.
Serving number 11, Andrew Rowan.
Here's some of the parents out there in the stands doing the little 3-5-2 chant. Picked up there by number 5. That's Tristan Turcios.
Good touch block, good pickup by OCVC. You're going to run their offense.
Great block for 13 and unders.
This cue, but works out in favor of 3-5-2. Almost a miscommunication between 3-5-2, but Grant Strong able to take that one over, finding the court on a mistime of OCVC themselves.
They don't call him Grant Weak. Grant Strong with a killer free ball. Going outside to Strong. Big swing off the top of the block.
Wow, great set. Number 11 there for OCVC, Andrew Rowan. Smart tip over the top of the blocks. Grant Strong finding the court.
Let's take another look here, Kyle. Going outside, Strong reaches high, little change up right there, and it's not the power, it's the placement.
I believe you call that a 52 ball, or a 32 if you will, Dave. That's a really smart play by Grant Strong. Oh, I appreciate the effort of OCVC to try to run their middles. Just mistimed it, but what's important about this, here's a great look. The ability to open up the middle attack allows your pins to start getting one-on-one or one-on-none blocks, and that's a really smart high-level attempt there. And if they're able to go back to that again, it's going to really bode well for them.
Big swing from number 21 going down the line, Jake Turgeson.
Number 7 with the out-of-system set there, Julio Vasquez.
Let's take a look here, Kyle. Going weak side. That's a great swing from number 21, Jake Turgeson for OCVC. Serving there was Andrew Shevlin.
Another kill from the outside for 3-5-2, utilizing their best attacker. Team captain Grant Strong there. Now, I wonder if they're intentionally running this inside, Dave. I wonder if it starts opening up that near side short tip to zone 2, just to the left of the block.
Sounds like a logical play. That's Yadiel Diaz serving.
Wow, great pickup. Oh, unfortunate timing. That's a great pickup by Rowan for OCVC. Take another look here. Grant Strong tipping, trying to tip straight down, but Rowan able to pop that one up. Miscommunication allows the ball to fall on OCVC side.
Swing out the middle.
Rowan needs to go a little bit higher to his middle attack. Again, another good attempt to run the middle. I really do think that's going to bode well. They eventually have to get to a point where they say, hey, let's go to our pins, let's start scoring some points, then we'll try to come back to it. That went over the top of the antenna. Now, it wasn't completely on the left side of the antenna crossing into the opponent's court, but it was over the top of the antenna. Let's see if we can take a look here. As the ball goes away, Grant Strong playing it back into the opponent's court, and it's a judgment call. The officiating crew trying to work together to make sure they make the right call.
Nice set there from number 11. Draws the blockers in, setting up Jake Turgeson to the outside.
Go to the east side, number 21, Jake Turgeson.
OCVC serving. It's the first service error we've seen.
Back serving here, number 13, Javier Crespo.
Great shot by 352, finding the court. It's a great deep shot here. Let's take a look at the replay.
Zaheem McCullough gets up, puts it over the top of OCVC, who gets caught staring.
It's going to bring back number 13, Javier Crespo, back to serve. Crespo, unfortunately, not getting an ace, but does put OCVC out of system, giving his team a free ball.
Nice pickup. Go weak side to Turgeson. Turgeson off the top of the block, gets the kill.
Kill on the top of the block by number 21, Jake Turgeson.
Question here. This is actually a fantastic look at that last play. Going off the block. The question is, does he touch the net right there, or was he no longer in the act of playing the volleyball and he was in the act of just trying to stay on his side of the net? Nothing signaled, point to OCVC. Grant Strong on the weak side, coming away with a great swing between not only the blockers, the defenders as well. 3-5-2 with an early 5-point advantage here. Grant Strong with the jump float. Going to the back row, number 13. Just wide of the court, that was Shuri.
No touch of the block, back to serve, number 1, Grant Strong.
I honestly thought that might have caught a little bit of the block there. Shevlin there, as Brenton's calling him Chevy. Good pickup, going back row again for Chevy. Nice block by OCVC. Oh, good hustle.
It's a
Number
great
32.
second effort by OCVC to try to keep that up.
Here it is, another look as we go to the replay.
That was Vasquez getting blocked, but picking up his own swing, going back row to Grant Strong. It's going to continue Strong's service run. Ball handled very well by OCVC. Going to the slide.
Picked up. Good play. It's inbounds. Sometimes that's all you need to do is keep the ball in play.
That is a point from OCVC. Back serving number 5, Tercios.
Took a little spin off that one. Handled very well by Grant Strong. Crespo going back row to, you guessed it, Grant Strong. Able to take the setter out of there. Really smart play by Strong.
Good free ball play. Going weak side.
Weak side attack from Gil. Julio Vasquez.
Gonna get a substitution here. Let's take a look at that last play though. That's coach is actually yelling, go back, go back. Going back to Vasquez, who's able to split the two defenders of OCVC.
Yeah, it's a great call at such a young age. I mean, you're seeing great court awareness and great spatial reasoning for these young players.
That kill brought in Nico Paula back to serve.
Good serve. That's going to be a kill on the weak side for OCVC.
There's a fantastic view of that last swing, going up, getting a nice high snap over the top of the block. Crespo not able to keep that in play. Point to OCVC.
Cuvier here to serve.
Kept alive.
Swing there from Jay Cravens. Big lumber laying right there.
Again off the top of the block. Point to 352 elite.
Julio Vasquez.
Vasquez able to go off the double block of OCVC, just being the deep defender there. It's going to bring him back to serve. 352 maintaining a 7-point advantage right now over OCVC, although you wouldn't be able to tell without looking at the scoreboard.
Big swing outside for OCVC. Number 13, Andrew Shevlin.
Here's Shevlin's last swing, going outside, beating the double block and the libero of 352 elite. Is Yadiel Diaz, the libero.
Crowd is filling in here around center court. Big swing there from number 11. And that's going to find the paint for a kill. That's Jay Cravens on the outside.
That's a very smart swing. Here's Crespo. Crespo in the right spot there. Didn't have to go very far to get his hands on that volleyball. But Cravens going down the line. Great swing. May this be the first ace? It is. First ace of the match for 352 and both teams.
Number 11.
That might force us into a timeout here. 352 elite, or excuse me, OCVC taking their first timeout of the set.
Let's listen in here.
That we capitalize on what we're good at. We're good at serving, we're good at passing. After that, we do good. Hey, a lot of game left, right? We've done this before. We're just gonna make sure that we bounce back. Let's go, boys. Let's go, guys. Go, guys. Let's not worry about winning. Go.
Right there, you hear Coach Monterola going over saying, hey guys, we've bounced back before, but we got to make sure we get the serve, we get the pass. Two key things. And he's absolutely right. I mean, free points given away most handily are in missed serves and everything else.
Returning to action here, Cravens with the serve for 352 elite. Going back to 13, finding the deep corner. That's number 13, Shevlin.
That's right, Chevy gets the kill on the weak side.
That'll bring up number 12 to the substitution line, Caden Marin.
Right you are, and here we go. Good jump serve there from Chevy. Outside to Grant Strong, and off the boomstick. Right there, Grant Strong gets the kill. Big swing from a lean 13-year-old. He is on the 13 unders, but man, he is swinging at a much higher maturity level.
It's going to bring back number 9, the Yadiel Diaz. Utilizing a standing float, handled very well from OCVC. It's going to be a kill for OCVC's number 21.
Kill off the top of the block.
Jake Turgeson.
Number 1, number 15. Coming on 352 block, but that's going to be a kill.
Here's a look at Turgeson's swing. Goes off the top of the net and the block before redirecting out of bounds. Great swing, even if he didn't mean to do it.
Correction, it's Cole Resurrection with the service right there.
Crespo with the kill, setting it over on 2, trying to go from zone 2 to zone 2. Here's a great look from the near side. OCVC picks it up, but not able to play it back to his teammates.
Serve from Crespo is out of bounds. Coming in for OCVC, number 32, Devin Belodia.
Belodia back to serve, trying to hold down the defense, something that they've been giving up a few too many points. So if they're able to pick these up, Dave, I think they have a stand a chance of coming back in.
Weak side to Strong, which sounds ironic, but it's not. That's right, it is Grant Strong, and the weak side gets the kill.
Kill the weak side.
It's going to bring back in Cravens for Team 352 Elite. They now have an 8-point advantage as they're inching ever closer to taking this first set. Crespo reversing the flow, able to find, oh, very close. Flink, the first referee, not sure if she saw something different, taking a moment to gather her thoughts.
Ooh,
My, that looks very close.
Close call.
And that's why we have line judges, Dave. OCVC trying to establish some points here, get their footing back in the door. Great pickup by OCVC, going to the slide again.
Great job by Strong with the defense there.
Cravens trying to go down the line again where he was able to manufacture a point earlier in the set. Ball's long. OCVC only giving up 4 errors. It's not like they're doing a lot of bad things, Dave. They have 8 kills to their name, 4 errors, and have only used 1 timeout. So they haven't gotten a lot of kills out of the middle like they would have liked. Nor they're getting a lot of touch blocks, not a lot of blocks here, which is not unusual for this age group. Right idea, right idea. Unfortunately, that ball is going to find the blue, forcing OCVC into their second time out of the set. You know, Dave, at this age, all you can say is, hey, keep doing good things. Things aren't going to always go your way. You're playing 13 and under. You're playing for a gold medal, so hopefully you're able to go back with a lot of good memories. But keep having fun. There you have it, 352 Elite's coach talking to his troops. Returning to the court, OCVC taking their second and final time out of the set, 352 Elite with a 9-point advantage. Great deep swing.
Killing the cross-court shot. Great job there by OCVC.
Kill going cross court for OCVC. Coming in, number 99, Eric Cupia.
On your screen is Crespo for 352, setting up his teammates, making sure they're in rotation, also giving him the best look to get to the ball right away. Good effort by number 99, Eric Chueva.
From OCVC, but that's a point for the 3-5-2. Back to serve number 7, Julio Vasquez.
That's 352's 14th kill of the set.
You know what? Yeah, I'd love to see it. I was tossing some balls up to the crowd, and there's a little girl in the crowd. One of the young players reached up, grabbed the ball, handed it to her. You got to appreciate some of this, the chivalry and also just some of the great, I guess, manners and etiquette from some of the players here on the courts.
Random acts of kindness, Dave.
You don't get it all the time, but when you get it, you really appreciate it.
Handled pretty well going outside. He was able to get a kill to the deep 5 spot. Great pickup there down the line.
Going outside
Craven's
to
really
Chevy.
trying to work the line.
Broken play coming. Let's see what they do. Strong, nice set. Or nice hit, I should say. Try to go on the joust. Andrew Rowan gets stopped there by 352. Let's take a look here, Kyle.
That swing, Grant Chung swing out of the back row, taking him close. Rowan trying to go off the block of Cravens. Cravens redirecting it.
Jan Diaz.
Diaz coming in here. Resurrection.
Resurrection crashing, trying to pick up that ball off the block. Unfortunately, sends it under the under the net into the opponent's court. Great pickup by Diaz, high, able to set and run his offense. Crespo outside to Cravens. Cravens really trying to work that line.
Nice job by Chevy getting the kill down the line.
Chevy takes a page out of Cravens' book, going soft down the line, beating
Chevy with the kill.
number 7, Vasquez. That's a good spot. Vasquez isn't worried about it. They have a nice nice point advantage. But what you do want to see is at least try to make a move for that instead of just watch it at the court. That will come with time.
Back to serve here, number 11. That is Andrew Rowan. Rowan, good serve to the 5 spot. But what a swing from number 11 there. Jay Cravens gets the kill.
Cravens going cross court as opposed to the line that he's done such a phenomenal job of working in this entire set. 10-point advantage to 3-5-2 Elite, 23-13 here in the first set.
Going to the backside here for Chevy. Ah, big block there. Number 1 combining with number 25.
Second block of the set for 3-5-2 Elite. Here's a great look. Really good job. Really giving nice props to the middle for 3-5-2 Elite.
Jan Diaz.
Ends on a service ace. First set, 25-13 in favor of 3-5-2 Elite.
First set going to them, 25-13 in this best of 3 matchup.
But Dave, even though that set went to 3-5-2 Elite by a substantial margin, that's why we played 2 out of 3.
Right you are, and you know what? OCVC's been no stranger to dropping the first set, coming back and really making a charge, taking it to 3 and winning in 3. Especially with Miguel Monterola at the helm here for for OCVC's 13 and under club. He's cool under pressure. He's played in men's open. He's played at all different levels, and he's got these kids able to turn things around. He's working with Cannon Davis, trying to work at the fundamentals and just bringing them to back to their basics, serving and passing, being aggressive and going after the ball.
OCVC trying to add a second gold medal. Right now they have a gold in 18 club and a bronze to their club's name. Trying to add another one. A silver is not bad. After all, it's only 13s. Going to add a lot of good memories here. Let's take a look at some replays from that first exciting set.
There's Grant Strong going high with the tip. Standing float. Wow, look at the reach there from Strong. That's number 15, Zaheem McCullum. Off the tape. OCVC. Looks like we've seen some parents change sides here in the stands. Look at this, crowd's actually getting involved here. They love the attention that USA brings to the table with the camera crew. And that girl looks like she got into a gnarly hockey fight, or she could be about 7 years old and losing those first teeth. But no matter what the age group, everyone seems to be loving the volleyball action here on court number 1. Be it 17s, be it 13s, be it 15s, it's a family affair. Brothers and sisters coming out supporting their athletes. And that's what you love to see, just the support systems that these players have.
Moments ago, OCVC on the screen. There's your head coach, Miguel Monterola, talking to his guys, letting him know, hey, we're doing really good things. Let's just keep doing that. All of a sudden, started picking up a lot of swings down the line that 352 was able to capitalize on. So the 352 had to go away from it, try to find some new ways to earn some points. So if OCVC can limit their errors and start manufacturing a few more points, especially if they get their middles involved, I think they're going to do a really good job spreading out that offense.
I have to agree with you, Kyle. Action back underway here as we got 352's Julio Vasquez serving.
Serving number 7, Julio Vasquez.
Standing, oh yeah, nice little jump float. And an ace serve for Vasquez.
Julio Vasquez with an ace serve for 352.
That's how you want to start things off. If you're trying to close this out in 2 sets, that's the way to do it. Come aggressive, good float serve. Outside to Chevy.
Off the top of the block. I believe that was a missed call there, Dave.
Ball is out of bounds for number 38, Chevy. Back serving number 7, Julio Vasquez.
Then again, that is why I'm not on the officiating crew.
I understood, but I still believe it was another, that's the second touch I think was overlooked. And I don't know if that's a discount because they figure that they're 13s and not going to get a good touch on the ball. These gentlemen are jumping high and they are getting solid contacts on blocking. Service error leads to Chevy being on the service line. I'm sorry, correction, that's number 11, Andrew Rowan.
Crespo going outside to Cravens. Cravens able to beat the double block of OCVC. Here's a great look at Crespo reversing the flow. Great high set out to the outside. OCVC needs to get their hands across a little bit more, but then again, they're only 13, so as they grow and become stronger, that's going to be a very easy move for them. OCVC calling an early timeout here in set 2. That's their first of 2 allotted.
You see there, head coach Jesus Montalvo talking to 352.
And now, in that case, you are there. Watch the team. You're going to be close to score. Let's go.
Jesus Montalvo telling his team, take your angle, but be ready for the dump. Watch the tip, watch the tip. So, they are setting up a good defense around their block. And I mean, at 13 and under, you're not expecting blocking to be your #1 part of the game, but it is a well-rounded game that they are coaching here. All aspects, all parts of the game, and that's
a good swing by OCVC, but a good pickup by Vasquez.
That's why this is the gold medal match. Good step close there from Grant Strong.
There's the dig by Vasquez. Yadiel Diaz going outside. Strong just taking a little bunny hop there, trying to make it a little more difficult on OCVC, and does.
Nice swing on the outside from number 21. Down the line, gets a bounce pass into the defense by Grant Strong.
Swing down the line, number 1, Grant Strong.
Cravens back to serve for 352. Resurrection running his defense really well at serve receive. Good swing off the top of the blocks, OCVC. Gonna get a substitution for 352 after this timeout, or excuse me, replay. Oh, Shevlin going high off the line blocker. Number 12 for 352, Caden Marin coming in. Miscommunication by 352. Not sure if that was for Strong or for Lopez. Ball falls between the two of them. Here's a great look. Lopez looking at Strong. Strong looking at Lopez. Ball falls. Point to OCVC as they cut the lead in half.
Broken play again coming here. Let's see what OCVC does with the free ball.
Good pickup by Vasquez. I know everyone likes Grant Strong and thinks he's the one and only, but man, I have to give it to Vasquez. He's doing everything for 352 Elite right now and doing it very well. Another kill by Strong.
And I think Strong may have already landed by the time he hit that ball. Let's take a look here. No, he was on the way down.
Yadiel Diaz back for 352. Resurrection receives well, trying to reverse the flow, going back to Shevlin there, number 13.
Shevlin running out of the back row to pick that up.
Another kill on the outside. Strong with back-to-back kills. I believe he has actually the last 3 kills to his name. Diaz back to serve with a 5-point lead. Oh, miscommunication again. 2 defenders there for OCVC making a play on that first contact. Here's a look at Vasquez's swing. Doing a really nice job, making great hand contact. Shevlin picking that up, but taking the setter out, Rowan, in the process. Ball falls, unfortunately. Block for 352.
Great blocking there from 352. You see a big swing coming from number 21, Turgeson, but we have Flood closing on, or Flood closing to Zahim McCullough. Gets a great close on the block, gets a block the point.
Officiating crew not seeing a touch on the block. Point's gonna go to 352. They now have an 8-point lead. Let's see if we can see in the replay if there is a contact off the block. I thought there was.
I believe there was as well, Kyle.
That's okay though. Nobody really seemed to argue, which sometimes is all you're looking for once you make that call, see if anybody says anything.
Well, I think the official was absolutely right with the first contact being tape only. I think on the rebound, it got a little piece of arm, which might have been difficult to see.
Well said, Dave.
Skip it on the top of the tape, and then that's going to set up Zahim McCullough out of the middle.
McCullough's second kill of the match. One coming in the first set and the second there moments ago. That's going to force OCVC into their second and final timeout of the set.
Right you are. And there's Nicey Davis Cannon here. Stoic gentleman there with the magnificent beard, if you will. Looking like a Dollar Shave Club representative. And here's some of the parents out in the crowd. As you see on the far side there. You have noticed that some of the parents have shifted sides to make sure that they are sitting supporting their boys in the stands. Puerto Rico, he's saying. 352 Elite here, off to a barnstorming lead. 12-3 with number 9 back at the service line, Yadiel Diaz. And Zahim McCullough, got to tip your hat to him. That's excellent net minding from number 15 at 352. Closing to the blocks, getting around, getting his hips and shoulders around, closing on that block.
Diaz continuing to serve. Good swing by OCVC from the weak side, beating the defender of. Let's take another look here. I apologize, it was not to the weak side, out of the back row to Shevlin.
Wow, Z-Y-H-Y-M spells Zion, apparently. Phonetics be darned.
Going back to Shevlin again, he's trying to just spray the ball around. Picked up easily by Crespo. Diaz going to the weak side, number 5 there, Ryan Peluso. OCVC slide attempt goes long of the court. Here's a great end-line view of that attempt. Trying to hit the slide, and he has the ability to go over the top and snap that to the floor. Just don't think he had enough hand on the ball. Good touch by McCulloch there. What a shot by McCulloch, going over everyone. McCulloch hitting a great wrist away shot, thumb down if you will, going from left to right, beating the block and all the defenders from OCVC. Good set by Crespo. OCVC passing really well. Yep, that's a good call. Lift against 3-5-2 is called.
Melodia back here to serve. It is 5-16. He needs a run like no other. Let's see if he can string it together. That's not the way to do it. Serve goes just long. Good aggressive serve, but it goes just a bit long.
Serving number 1, Grant Strong.
3-5-2, actually been very dominant in the tournaments leading up to the National.
Absolutely right, Dave.
I believe they took second in St. Louis, first in Florida, and they won St. Louis. They took second in Chicago, and they won Florida.
Absolutely right, Dave. And they're looking to add to their annals here with a gold medal, consecutive gold medals, no less, dating back to 2015.
Good pickup there by Melodia.
Absolutely, going to Shevlin. Shevlin trying to manufacture some points for OCVC. Tercius with some work to do. Not looking to try to cover all 12 points here. You're trying to just look to chip away. The more and more you can chip away, the easier it's going to be, especially if you keep playing side-out ball.
Nice up.
Castro in from McCullough. Back to serve with the great pink socks. You gotta love his style. Ivan Mihailo coming in for OCVC. Shevlin again trying to get some points. Cravens taking a great swing. Good pickup by Castro. Crespo doing a very nice job reversing the flow. Let's take a look at that last ball. Crespo picking that up off the block. Crespo going back to number 5.
Peluso.
Peluso with the kill.
And here we are with number 8 serving Alex Castro.
Castro with a great standing float. Pass by Mihailo. Good communication by both teams. Great pickup by OCVC. Phenomenal swing by Shevlin there, finding the right side corner. Here's Rowan to Shevlin. Shevlin going wrist away again, thumb down, going 4-4. Very high level shot.
Cueva serving.
First ace for OCVC. Slowly cutting to the lead of 3-5-2 elite.
Cueva back to serve here.
Another good serve. Strong handles that well. Going to reverse to Cravens. Cravens been doing a great job going down the line. Here's a look. That's a great pickup by Biloda, picking up that shot from Cravens down the line. Rowan able to go over the net on 2.
Cueva serve, going to Lovero. It's going to go outside the Cravens. Tip picked up by Chevy. Chevy swinging out of the middle.
Blocked by 3-5-2 Elite. Great substitution by coach, bringing in Jan Diaz to block for number 10, Marcos Lopez. He's able to combine with Peluso, coming with half a block each. And the 21st point of the second set.
And we've got Chadwell back serving here, 21-9. And a filthy serve right there from Chadwell.
Really good look at the movement on that ball, coming left to right from the viewer's standpoint. Especially if you're going to try to swing your platform to the ball, you're likely going to get beat and send that ball into the stands. Shevlin going cross court again, manufacturing another point on the outside.
OCVC. Coming in number 21, Jake Ferguson.
Ferguson coming back in here for OCVC. And we got number 11 at the service line. That's Andrew Rowan, their center. They are running a 5-1, looks like.
Rowan with the jump serve, handled well by Strong. Crespo again reversing flow to Cravens. Mihailo picking that ball up, keeping it alive.
Awesome right there from number 26, Ivan Mihailov.
Rowan with a great pickup. Number 28 there, Ryan Sevier.
Strong just hip check body shoves one of his own players trying to get to the ball.
That's Crespo trying to go to, not sure if they are going to Strong or if they're going to number 25, Jan Diaz. Strong trying to push Diaz out of the way to keep it alive.
I think Diaz crumbled thinking that Strong was going for the back row attack, and he was just trying to lay down so that, you know, Strong could hurdle him, I guess.
Great set by Crespo outside. Cravens just wide of the line. It's consecutive errors for 3-5-2.
Back to serve Andrew Rowan for OCVC.
And you know what? That is a heads-up play there by Diaz, trying to get out of the way for their big hitter out of the back row. It just looked a lot worse in real time.
Cravens able to get the point that swing.
Cravens going cray down the line, bringing in number 12, Caden Marin to serve.
That's going to bring match point number 1 for 3-5-2 with number 12, Caden Marin, back to serve. Service error is going to at least keep OCVC fighting for one more point.
3-5-2 back serving number 13, Andrew Shevlin.
Match point number 2 for 3-5-2 Elite as they maintain a 11-point advantage.
Good serve there from Chevy, going outside to Strong. Strong gets blocked, but it's out of bounds. It's a kill for Grant Strong.
And there you have it, folks, your 2016-13 club national championships, consecutive years, 2015-2016, 3-5-2 Elite, 13 boys line. Congratulations to them, as well as both teams played very, very well. OCVC from Laguna Niguel, California.
Checking it out here. The boys shaking hands, saying great job. 3-5-2, your back-to-back gold medal winners, OCVC. They are your silver medal winners.
Dave, one thing that I think is super exciting, I just got record that we had a 18 increase from last year to this year in the 13s division. Only 18 teams competing last year in Columbus, 26 this year here in Dallas, Texas. What that means is the sport is growing. A lot more younger kids are playing the game, and that's the most exciting part about this. Yes, 352 winning gold medal, absolutely exciting, but it's really great to hear that more kids are playing boys volleyball.
And here's a look at the championship point. Big swing there. Sets their go-to. It goes off of the block. Number 14, Adam Smith, still turned a little bit towards the out of bounds as he's trying to get that right hand turned back towards the court. And that is going to be a kill for Mr. Grant Strong.
That will complete a bronze medal in the 15 club division for OCVC, a gold medal in 18 club, and now a silver medal here in 13s. Congratulations to both teams.
And we're going to cut to these important messages, and we'll be back with you at the award ceremony.
In the beginning, I was just thrown into this job and I knew nothing. So someone said, you need to be part of this organization. I looked into it and I really just emailed some people from USA Volleyball, and within a few hours they answered questions via email or phone call. And you know, maybe being naive, I would call them up and say, what do I do here? And they answered. They'd pick up the phone and answer and walk me through things. And for me, that familiar, you know, you're not just nobody. You are somebody, let's help you get through this, was a big deal for someone who didn't know how to get answers at the time.
I love getting the magazine. It really excites me. And I like that Coach Karai has a blog in there every week, because I do feel like that really gives me access to him. And of course, as a young person, I admired him as a player. And now that he's coaching our national team, I just think, wow, he's just doing amazing things. And I feel like I do have personal access to him, which I think is great. John Kessel, having access to someone like that is really great. Even though it's not necessarily they're coming in my gym, in a way I feel that they are, because I can read what they're writing and really apply that.
We've tinkered, I guess, with other organizations, but every time we've done that, we've come back to USA Volleyball, and they're always the most well-organized, well-run tournaments. It gives us the best competition in our area.
I love the impact training. I love the resources that are available through the grassroots programs. I like that we can point our parents in that direction.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, when I first started coaching with USAV, I thought, well, this is a real pain. I've got to pay money to get a background check. I mean, really? So I thought, wow, I really have to get a background check, and then I have to spend a day getting impact certified. And that was before. Once I got the background check and got impact certification, which I thought was great, impact certification far exceeded my expectations as a coach. I felt like I knew how to coach, and then I went to impact certification and realized, oh my gosh, there is so much I don't know and need to learn.
This was my first year for USAV, and then I did some high school as well. The training to make sure that people, or that the officials were, all on the same page, that we are all kind of working for the same goal in regards to, calling matches consistently and fairly and that kind of thing.
It's great to have an organization like USA Volleyball governing all that and providing the standards so that we all can go to these qualifiers and we can all, compete together, and we can bring these teams together and really challenge ourselves against the best in the country and some of the best in the world.
The game balls. Kyle, can we have the game ball, please? 13 game ball, please. 13 game ball, please. No, we needed two of them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, volleyball fans, at this time, we want to recognize the 2016 medal-winning teams from the 13 club division. Let's bring out our first bronze medal-winning team. Brinking Key from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Venga aquí, por favor. Aquí. All right. The presenter for today's awards is going to be the commissioner. That's right, the head honcho, the lady in charge of the Keystone region, Michelle Carlson. All right. And now, for the medals. All right. Number 3, Jorge Cubas. Number 5, Aramis Rodriguez. Number 6, Hector Hernandez. Number 7, Jorge Gutierrez. Number 9, Antonio Feliciano. Number 10, Jan Cordero. I apologize. Number 11, Eduardo Marza. Close enough. All right. Number 12, Rafael Calderon. Number 15, Diego Gonzalez. Number 16, Diego Rivera. Your head coach, Diwid Zayas. Assistant coach, Sandra Ayala. Chaperone, Gladys Martinez. And team representative, Daniel Hernandez. Would the team captain please step forward to accept your team's trophy? And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out our other bronze medal winning team from Sunnyvale, California, Mountain View Volleyball Club, 13 Red. Number 5, Brandon Ng. Number 6, Matthew Lee. Number 7, William Fan. Number 8, Dylan Lee. Number 10, Charlie Yee. Number 12, Tyler Yang. Number 13, Marcus Olson. Number 14, Jason Kozak. Number 16, Colby Lau. Number 18, Ethan Huang. Number 21, Ryan Sue. Number 23, Travis Wen. Your head coach, John Kozak. Assistant coach, Philip Wang. Assistant coach, Michael Rubin. And chaperone, David Yen. Would the team captain please step forward to accept your team's championship trophy? And now, ladies and gentlemen, your silver medal winning team from Laguna Niguel, California. Give it up for OCVC 13. Number 2, Cole Resurrection. Number 5, Tristan Tercios. Number 7, Nicholas Uribe. Number 11, Andrew Rowan. Number 13, Andrew Chevy Shevlin. Number 14, Adam Smith. Number 21, Jake Turgeson. Number 22, Tamim Jalala. Number 26, Ivan Mihailov. Number 28, Ryan Saviri. Number 32, Devin Belonia. Number 88, Benjamin Yanez. Number 99, Eric Cubia. Your head coach, Miguel Montanova. Assistant coach, Kurt Molly. Assistant coach, Davis Gata Cannon. Chaperone, Charles Rowan. And your team representative, James Kearney, Jr. Would the team captain please step forward to accept your team's silver medal trophy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out the national champions of the boys 13 club division from Ocala, Florida, 3-5-2 Elite 13 Boys Live. You guys can do 2 rows if you need. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give it up as we give out the medals to 352 Boys Live. Number 1, Grant Strong. Number 2, Nathan Wolf. Number 5, Ryan Peluso. Number 7, Julio Vasquez. Number 8, Alex Castro. Yeah, it's my fault. They put him down at 16, not 6. Number 6, Nico Paula. Number 9, Yaniel Diaz. Number 10, Marcos Lopez. Number 11, Jay Craven. Number 12, Caden Marin. Number 13, Javier Crespo. Number 15, Zion McCullough. Number 25, Yan Diaz. Number 33, Jackson Chadwell. Your head coach, Jesus Montalvo. Assistant coach, Mariano Diaz Delgado. Assistant coach, Anita Tools. Assistant coach, Dowaya Camacho. Dios mío. And chaperone, Joseph Darley. And now, would the team captain please step forward to accept your team's national championship trophy? And your national championship banner. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as loud as you can. Give it up for all your medal-winning teams, bronze, silver, and gold. This is the 13 Club Division Championship teams.